far we'll have Franti, we'll have Neeyuv, and we'll have Effy. Aquaeffyyy, Diefranti. Which reminds me, I should probably put their thing in the title. Which would be handy. I think I did though. I don't know. Honestly, life's a blur. My life's kind of crazy. Oh, I did put it in the title. Oh, solid. You know what? I'm ahead of it. I'm honestly ahead of life. But yeah, thank you everyone for chilling in. We're gonna start in a minute, I guess. I did warn them that I'll probably do about 10 minutes, so I'm just gonna keep chatting for 2, so that they have 10 minutes to prepare, or 2 minutes to prepare for me to join in case I don't know what they're talking about, but just in cases. But yeah, I'm very excited to go over everything, and also just like, a girl likes a humble brag about pictures, you know? Like, I'm not Shan with the fucking Prime sub. Ayo, Shan. Is it because I told you were famous from this fucking thing? But yeah, I'm very excited. Also because I'm kind of a graphic artist. I kind of want to show off my PowerPoint presentation skills. Which is like another reason to do this. But yeah, I love you all. Right, we're going to jump in because I think it has been, well, we got 2 minutes. We'll do it in 1. I'll surprise them. 1 minute. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining in. And I hope it's a fun stream for everyone. I also hate chatting in silence, but I can't put the EDM music on because it's called Best Kawaii Future Bass, and it's like 2 minutes till the end of it, and I'm nervous that it's just going to go on to something else on YouTube. But yeah, we're going to go jump over to them. And thank you again for the Prime sub, Shan. We're going to jump on over. Hello, girlies. I've unmuted me, and they can hear you. I'm just gonna jump onto the Discord cast stream. Sorted. Okay.
Oh my god, cute! Oh my god!
Look at this. I did so well.
Goodness.
I did so well. We got us all on here. Give me a sec. I'm gonna make this.
Oh my god! Not the mirrored face. Body dysmorphia.
God.
Fuck.
Not the body dysmorphia. No, you're so. Wait, was it? You were at mine, weren't you? And you hated it because it was mirrored.
I was like, no.
Whereas I have to mirror mine, or it makes me feel bad.
No, like, no. It's what's the one where like it makes you look better?
Mirrors. I think mirrors make me look better. IRL don't look great.
But, yeah, me too. I'm a catfish. I'm fully a catfish. Fully
a catfish.
Fully.
Yeah, these are the gorgeous girlies that I went on holiday with. Neeyuv stayed with me. Effy sadly got trapped in Glasgow for longer than usual, but she was meant to come with us. And then Franti we met there, and Franti and Erin were in my room, and Neeyuv was in the other room, and also went to Efteling. So she has a different experience of one full day, and also Monday. You like done a completely different thing Monday as well. Other than that, I think I spent most time with Effy. I think. So I think other than the tragedy that was Thursday, because that was unfortunate.
Oh.
But yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna start the presentation, I guess. Let's just go for this. Let's see. Where is it?
Oh, presentation.
I love a little presentation. Personally, if I could do it forever, I would. So.
Oh, okay.
Look at this! It has actions. It has actions on half of them. I gave up after a while. I'm not gonna lie about it.
It's so good.
But yeah, so everyone here, I did post an original draft, and some people didn't like their foes, so I changed them all. I did totally like posted it on Twitter and everything, and then you were like, I hate that one. I was like, okay, deleted, snatched from the internet, never existed. We're fine. But yeah, this is the Twitchcast. Just a little summary.
Very cute.
Look at her. She moves. I love graphic. You know what? I'm somewhat of an artiste. I don't know. I kind of love it.
Graphic design is my passion.
Graphic design is my passion. But yeah, this was the plans. So this was touchdown. We got there. Friday. Do what you want to do. Because everyone had different plans Friday. Shut up, Effy. Saturday, Twitchcon Gay Night Out. That was what they were listed as. And then it was museum and final moments, and then home time, which was tragic. Mostly because we had to spend so long in the airport. That one just loaded immediately. So this was the first video we got from this entire holiday, which is Effie not checking the baggage allowance.
Oh my god.
And her opening her suitcase to a picture of Viv just out in the open.
Oh my god, Viv in Scotland.
Fully,
so
Effie, how many containers did you bring?
Oh, 25, fully 25. I didn't know that there was a limit. What the hell? I was like, as long as they're little.
They weren't even little though, because you had like 3 big bottles of something. Didn't you have like a full conditioner or something in the bottom of your bag?
No, well...
You had a full something in the bottom of your bag.
No, well, when I eventually got to Amsterdam and I looked in my case, I found 2 other moisturisers that I didn't even realise were there. But they were 30 ml. They were under 100 mils, so...
Wild. Basically, Effie had so much that we started shoving shit into my suitcase, and then it turns out we didn't even have to fucking empty it because they let her away with the giant bottles in the bottom of her fucking bag anyway.
Yeah.
We could have just left everything. I don't even think we would have got pulled up about it.
Fully could have.
Fully could have. They did not care at all there.
No.
But then, before this, it was in the airport, chilling. I think we all done our makeup for about an hour of it. Yeah. Chilled. Yeah. I spilt a glass of something. Cider. Got the table disgustingly wet.
I wanted to have my peaceful little pint before my flight, and then hell took over.
Did you ever get compensation for your flight? That's tragic.
No, I did not, because it wasn't the airline's fault.
But the bird never gave you compensation either.
The bird never gave me compensation. I think the bird probably lost its life, and to be fair, as it should.
As it should.
For holding me up.
Not the death penalty for the bird.
Yeah. It's probably a fucking crow. Don't care.
No, I think honestly, like, it was such a shame because me and Neeyuv were sitting, and we were like, I wonder if she's left. We got up in the sky, and I was like, let's have a look. We looked down. KLM is still sat there, and I'm like, she's not left. She's fully not left.
No.
And then we got down. I think we actually got down 10 minutes early. I think, Neeyuv, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
That was very lucky. And then we got down,
late, but we landed early.
Yeah.
But how?
Weird. I don't know.
We were just speeding.
What the Back to the Future's going on?
I know. And then when we touched down, it was you saying, I think I'm gonna leave at 6, like 6:30, and we were like, fuck, like, it's not late enough for us to, like, it's not soon enough that we could have stayed. And then glad we didn't stay because it was 2 extra hours on top of that. Like, you weren't flying till 8 or 9 even.
Yeah, it was hell. Oh my god.
It was honestly awful. Because I was like, I'm panicking.
Yeah, literally.
Because then you were...
I didn't even know at the time that I was flying on a fucking expired passport, so...
that
would have been another issue that I didn't know about.
At the end of the night, when we got down to Glasgow, I just stared at Effie and I was like, I can't believe this. I can't believe you've done this to me. Like, we were like, oh, we're going to try and get out for, like, Andy. Oh, it'll be fine. Effie sat in the border control seats, like, facing the passport desk like this, and I look over, I'm like... kill you. I can't even.
You stupid bitch. Why are you doing this to me?
I'm like, you know what? I'm getting a lift, it's fine. But I'm just confused as to how every other person missed this at this point. Like,
no, literally, it's stupid. Absolutely
I don't understand.
Dumb.
But like, I just feel like maybe you're just unlucky at flying at this point. Like,
oh yeah, absolutely. Because the last time I flew, I was in 2018, coming back from Croatia. I smashed my phone to the point it didn't work. So I had to, and I was on a different flight to my friends. So I was by myself, no phone, like, sitting for 4 hours on the plane, like, literally just twiddling my thumbs. It was hell. Hell.
That's awful. That's what I was saying to Neeyuv, though. I was like, if they'd known, like, obviously they weren't going to know how much damage a bird done to the engine. Like, that's... Yeah. I guess out of their control, but like there was literally so many empty seats on our flight. Like they could have easily started shoving like people into our flight, and it would have cost them less money.
I think because they're different airlines, though, they wouldn't have done it.
Yeah,
but they managed to fly a plane out, another KLM plane out from Amsterdam to get us before they managed to fix the bird issue. So
That's like you'd think they'd start like changing people's flights over, like so then they would be later. But like I guess that fucks everyone over, doesn't it? So
we got a snack token for a sandwich. And
not even a
like,
like anxiety shot, not even like a wee drink.
I was like, no. I'm going to the restaurant to get a burger and a pint. I was like, that's what I need right now. If you're giving pint vouchers, then I'll be happy.
Yeah.
But no.
Then,
sorry, but
after all that, I think because you were trying to meet us in town. I know that you stayed behind with Shan because Shan passed it in the bed. And you didn't want to leave her.
Yeah.
But we were trying to organise you finding us like in town. And then we were sat at the Bulldog, which was awful weed, by the way. Awful. Just flaked apart. Worst weed of my life. But we were trying to organise finding you. Everyone's phone was on less than 20%. And then you were like, my phone's less. And I was like, we can't organise this. Like, see if you turn up with a suitcase to town and all of our phones have died, I'd panic. I'd panic so much. And then the
like,
place...
Where's my hotel? What am I doing?
Yeah, I was just like, go to the hotel, please, please, don't make me panic.
And by the time I got out as well, I was like, because I was gonna get like the train and stuff, I was like, nah, Uber booked, 40 euros, no problem, I don't care. Get me to a bed so I can sit down and look at somebody that I've seen at least via a screen before. Because I was like, I just need some familiarity.
Not the normality being someone through a screen. Not that being what would ground you.
But it was Shannon Neep who I'd met before. So.
Yeah. I literally messaged Neep being like, Effie is landing, I'll tell her to text you. And then you were like, what? I'm confused, I'm meeting you guys. I was like, no, message Neep, please. Please meet up with her.
I was like, my logic was, right, I'd had a very stressful day. So I was like, okay, so if they're going to be staying out a bit later, I'll go and join them and I'll get a pint.
Yeah, valid.
Because, or a glass of wine. At that point, it was verging on wine or spirits that I needed. So I was like, okay, work. But then by the time I got out of the airport and I got border controlled again for the second out of 4 times that I would get border controlled, I was like, no, I need a bed, and Shan provided M&Ms. So
Wait, was it Shan's M&Ms that were just poured all over one of our beds at some point?
I took too many and didn't want to eat them because in my brain I was like, I'll have these like later, because sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like, oh, I could go a snack right now. So I was like, I'll probably munch them, but then I got anxious that they'd been sitting out and they went off, even though they're literally biscuits. So then I just left them there the whole trip.
Shan's just saying she spent 30 euros on snacks.
Oh, yeah.
I'm screaming.
Honestly, valid. I think I spent... My most expensive reoccurring cost was iced tea bottles, and that was about 18 quid in iced tea bottles. So,
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it was litres. I enjoyed it every day.
Valid.
But yeah, that was day 1. A lot for Effie. Personally, all of us enjoyed ourselves, I think.
I'm so happy for you.
I know that Franti met up with Adam and Shan. And then you went and sat in the park, didn't you? Then met up with everyone.
Yeah, we met with Kyle and Jay, and I think the most stressful part was just finding Adam and Shan in the airport, because it's so fucking big.
The airport's huge, honestly.
It's massive.
They were like, oh, we're at Starbucks. And I'm like, wait, I'm still upstairs. All Starbucks here are closed. What do you mean?
Yeah, there was like, because at the end of the trip, when I was trying to meet up with Anton, and obviously you were at a different terminal section.
Yeah.
But I said to Anton, I was like, oh, we're at the McDonald's. So he went to a McDonald's, got himself a McDonald's or something along those lines. And I was like, I don't see you. And he was like, I don't see you. And I was like, oh, there's multiple fucking McDonald's in this airport. What the actual fuck? In the Glasgow one, there's like 4 things. 4 things, and one of them's a fucking Victoria's Secret. Like,
like, why? Why out of, like, especially in Glasgow, look at your demographic. Like another couple pubs in there. Nobody's wanting to buy knickers.
Well, they got rid of the fucking Witherspoons for absolutely no reason. That was
which just horrendous behaviour. Like,
I think they're moving upstairs, maybe. But
good.
Still, I'm raging about it. I don't remember what Anton's actual username is though, but I think it's Torsier?
Yeah, it starts with a T.
Tors something. on the
Torsier,
end.
I believe.
Yeah. So
I think
this
that is the
was
pronunciation.
day 1, technically, because day 0 doesn't count for many people and many reasons. But this is day 1. So on it, we went to I think first, people went and got tattoos. That was the first job of the day. How
Mhm.
sore were your tattoos? And are they healed now?
Yep, healed, not sore.
Not
Great
sore.
fun.
Same.
Good fun, good fun.
Great fun.
2 of your best days things was the tattoo thing. Did you enjoy bonding with each other, chilling?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes. So
I was
cute.
so cute. I remember 'cause that was the first time I'd ever met Ollie as well. So, like, I just got to lie next to Ollie and we were just getting stabbed. It was like, oh, look at us. Look at us.
Nothing bonds people like pain.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, this is the best thing we could have chosen to bond over. So I was buzzing. Very
was
buzzing.
cute. They were very cute tattoos. I really like your tulip. I will eventually go get a tulip for Amsterdam. 'cause
Yeah,
I
I'll
think
eventually get one.
I kind of want one on my back piece when I get it done because there's like a woman that does really lovely like back tattoos, but that's in the future. So we're leaving that
9
for now.
We have
I
a
think I'm
Twitch
gonna
baby.
get mine as a wee filler on my arm somewhere later down the line.
Thank you for the
That's
sub, my
okay.
dear. Thank you. And also, yes, Torsar is
Dun,
Anton.
dun.
Oh, unmuted. But yeah. Then I went and met up with Dodds and G. We went and got coffee. We got tea. We found a very nice little place that did that. And I took them back to look at the cute shoe shop again because there was that. I genuinely
Obsessed.
walked past that cute shoe shop 3 times because I wanted those boots so badly, but nothing had prices on it except for one shoe that cost 300 quid. That was it.
It was more than 3 times, Tash. You took us there more than 4 times in the last day. So
Listen, I'm a
we walked
hoarder.
past it like several times.
Listen, they were cute and they would have looked great on my feet, and that's all I'll say about it.
Fair, valid.
Other than that, we then went to the Blue Cafe, which was the rooftop one.
Mhm. Yeah, that
Um,
was cute.
it was cute. I just like the view from there.
The soup
Although
was a bit icky, but it's fine.
yeah, it was a weird layout as well. Like last time when we went and done it, you could just like book a slot, and then this time you couldn't book it until after. Like you couldn't book anything after 12. So it was like, it was weird. I don't know how. It's changed for sure, but apparently there's new locations, so maybe it's just like that location's too busy now for like
Yeah.
normal visits. Then we went and got quote unquote the good weed that Kyle had found on a random alley corner near a tattoo place. Went to the park, which is where the top image there is taken. Very cute.
Cute.
Ollie kept trying to hide from it, so I yelled at him to get in the photo. And then we went to the butterflies and botanics, which personally is one of my favorite things. I love the
Oh, it's so
butterflies.
cute.
Well,
The butterflies are
specifically, I love
amazing.
the butterflies behind Franny because I was scared of them that they would touch me. So I just kept being like, Franny, you go through. No reason. Like, and then
They were so cute.
they were like, because they were low hanging. They were hanging on ferns below the fucking, like, where you would walk by with your hips. So I was like, if
Yeah.
Franny walks through, maybe
Yeah.
they'll move. They just wouldn't move. So I was like, well, I've tried. I've tried to move them. Can't do anything. This was the first of many feet pick that were taken on this holiday,
You
which is
know.
why it's included. And then
Get the
we all
dogs
decided
in.
we wanted to go queue to get badges early, which was where we found. This was just the first video of the holiday, I think, that was taken.
Yeah.
Other than there's a bunch of TikTok starts of me just being like, I don't know what's happening 'cause in the background because I would assume I was going to mute it, so and I just posted them to TikTok anyway. But yeah, I think that was one of the defo a busy day anyway. Saturday was the busiest day by far, but I think
Saturday
everyone
was
was trying to cram
mad.
things in. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a good
It
day.
was a
It was
bit
like
mental.
chill activity day, but it was busy.
Yeah. There was a lot on, but it wasn't like the activities weren't intense. Like it was just strolling. A lot of strolling.
Yeah. We were definitely not in a rush for anything. We were just vibing.
Yeah, we were chilling. We were straight chilling.
And yes, this is a slideshow that I prepared. Thank you for noticing.
Yeah, I prepared it myself.
Thank you. Neeve, how did your Friday go? Because you had a very different Friday from all of us.
Yeah, we went to Efteling. It was me, Bob, Lucy, Shan, and Adam.
Mhm.
Went to Efteling. It was a long day, but it was really good. It was like Efteling. It's a kind of like a fantasy theme park, and it was huge. Like we were there for like I don't even know, like maybe 12 hours.
Yeah.
No, not
You
a
got
really
back
long
so
day.
late as
Yeah.
well.
It was so fun. There was so much to see. But yeah, like
What time in the morning
I,
did you leave at?
um,
Because I
we were
heard,
actually late. I
I
think
think Lucy kicked the bed, and I heard that and woke myself up and then went back to sleep.
we got there at like maybe 11 o'clock. We were supposed to get there like an hour and a half earlier, but we were late. Sorry, poor Bob.
Sorry,
Bob was
Bob.
just like sat in the train station like just waiting. We're like,
Oh, he's such a wee
Um,
angel. Yous ended up coming back on an Ed Sheeran tour train, didn't you?
yeah, like because I wore Converse, which was stupid, and my feet got absolutely wrecked. And so we were on the train, and I had no fucking shoes on the train, and then just like a horde of people got on, and I was just sat there with like my fucking feet out, bleeding all over the place. And then people were like, and I was just like, I'm not putting my shoes back on. And then Tash
Bleeding
aided
all
my
over.
feet
Yes.
with
when
bandages.
when Neeyuv got back, I whipped out a small first aid kit that I had bought for the trip and proceeded to bandage up Neev's feet on my bed.
I was just lying on your bed on my back, like staring at the ceiling, like crying, and you were just like, "It's okay, Bet."
It's okay, pal. I also remember when we got up and fixed your feet, we decided to do the uwu feet pose with your bandaged up feet on the floor. Oh, honestly. I was just like, because you were thinking, like, I remember when everyone left that morning, they were like, oh, we're not going to be away that long. It gets to 6, and we're like, oh, surely they'd be getting a train back. It's 2 hours, we'll get back at 9, or whatever. It gets to, like, 10, and you guys are like, we're leaving. I'm like,
Yeah,
what
we got
the
back
fuck?
after midnight. It was such a fun day, though. But
I
I'm not a
loved-
fan of rides,
No.
but I still went on them all.
Good.
Queen shit.
That was interesting. Shan knows. I was just like clinging on to Shan the whole time. Almost broke her hand, but it's fine.
I think it did look great. I loved all the photos that came out of it of Shan.
Oh,
On
yeah.
the rides. I love all of
my
them.
favorite thing ever.
I
The
just love it.
the grasp.
I love them all so much.
It's so good.
Oh, but yeah, that was, I think Friday, I think everyone had a lot of individual fun, which was great. Because obviously
Yeah.
everyone was like, I think on Saturday, like, obviously we knew we had solid concrete plans on Saturday to do things. So I think whilst like on Friday we actually had plans, but we could do them in our own sort of time and way. So it wasn't as
Yeah.
stressful as like going and getting up and going places.
Yeah.
But yeah. Let's go for the next one. Oh, the video. But yeah, that is I think that's called the chill area or whatever, the chill lounge. But it had a DJ booth in it, so I don't understand their idea of what chill was. So
That was mental. He was just in the middle of the room, just like.
I loved the beanbag concept, but like for there to be an actual genuine DJ in the chill out area, I'm like, this must be awful for people who get like stressed and anxiety from being in public. Like there's no place to chill, like at all. Other than outside, but then if you went outside you'd have to check back in to come in, and I was absolutely not leaving. Effie.
I had to fucking leave because I was overstimulated.
Yeah.
There was so much noise. I was like,
It was a
I
lot.
got back, and that's when I realized the only time I realized I was actually overstimulated was when I got back to the room and it was quiet, and I was like, that's so much better.
Yeah.
Just like, beautiful. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe that was a bit much, but we're gonna nap on it and we're gonna try go again.
We're gonna have a think. We're gonna have a thought about it.
Yeah.
Because so it was me. Well, it was Lucy and Shan originally had to leave and get their passes in the morning. I think they left first because they didn't get them on Friday. And then me, Erin, Ollie left together to go get Laws and Cam, which we then found out there was a separate line for people who weren't affiliated. But by the time we got through the queue, like we basically said to them, I was like, you can queue with Cam in the affiliate line, but Cam can't queue with you in the no.
Yeah.
Other way around. Basically, Cam can't come in the affiliate line, so you'd have to queue with them in the other one. And we're like, right, we'll get you through. Like, we'll get you through the gates. They didn't check our passes to see if we were affiliate. I could have went through the fucking partner speed run, and it would have been completely fine. Yeah. But we got them through in the end, and then we went to go see the opening ceremony, and then Effie, 10 minutes before the end, was like, I'm overstimulated, I'm going to go for a nap. I was like, okay, enjoy yourself. Which was fine. I was like, no, it's fine.
Ceremony.
I was like, you came for the opening ceremony, you've seen it.
I was like, I'm done. Sorry. Can't do it.
At this point, Effie didn't stream either, and watching the opening ceremony with you, I seen the cogs working in your head that you were like, going to start streaming again. Like, you were just sitting there going, that's a great idea. I was like, yeah.
Oh, like, I miss it.
You were like taking videos of it. I was like, for someone who doesn't stream, you're acting very interested, Effie.
Literally. That's why I was so overstimulated. I was like fuck.
Yeah. But you left. We got Lucy and Shan sat in the bottom level. Don't know how they got down there, but they were sat down the bottom for the opening ceremony. The opening ceremony was good, I will say, but the woman with the blonde hair stressed me out too much. She had like an American way of presenting things, which I can only describe as like sunshine.
Blame her for overstimulating me.
Honestly, yeah.
She was so aggressively American. I was like, can you just take a breather, please?
It was too much.
Fine.
It was too much. And then we like patched before they were handing out like partnerships to some people. Like obviously like people had applied for partnership and then they decided to surprise them because they had Twitchcon badges or whatever.
Yeah.
But I was like, wouldn't you be raging that you were making the 50% cut off until Twitchcon? Like, wouldn't you just rather be partner beforehand?
Yeah, literally.
I was like, also like obviously they're happy to go up on stage in that, but I was like, I'd have anxiety from going on stage, and also you've robbed me of months of wages. So like,
oh, we're gonna wait for you to get here.
Yeah, but they seemed happy. But I would just be too stressed to go up on stage.
Yeah.
And I did not have a video of the jazz guy beforehand, but he was fantastic. I do not remember what his name was. There was a guy with a saxophone and a jazz keyboard playing before the opening ceremony. Class. I loved him. It was like 5 random artists on Twitch that met the day before. They were class.
Oh, they were class. They was really cool.
They were amazing. But yeah, then I personally stayed that entire day there. So Franti and Neeyuv, what did yous do before yous went to TwitchCon?
Slept. Had a shower. We were just chilling, and then I think me, Franti, and Adam went to, and Bob as well went get a coffee beforehand, and then just like took our time.
Yeah.
Me and Franti, we were only there for like an hour, weren't we?
Yeah. I think we haven't even been to all the areas. I don't think we've seen them all.
I think half an hour of that was genuinely in the like, what's it called? The merch stall. Because that was like a long time in there.
That took so long, but it was worth it. Got some food still.
So is there anything you've particularly done in the TwitchCon place whilst you were there, other than the merch stall? Did you go around the artist alley?
Yeah. That's pretty much all I did. Because literally, I came back, met everybody, ate a burger, went round the artist alley, and then met Pokemon and left.
Check in, check out.
Like, nah, you know what? There's a chance I'm going to get overstimulated again, so let's not do that. So
fair.
Let's just meet Pokemon and dip.
Very fair. I'm going to try and light up this a bit more. I've just realised my face looks orange, but I swear I've not even put fucking foundation on today, so I don't know why. But yeah, I was there the whole day. I think Shan left just before, but me and Lucy were there the whole day, sweating it out because I did not want to miss a single thing. But also for half of it, I was just sat looking for food for people, so like it didn't even matter to me. I was just chilling.
Yeah.
I was just hopping around. Effie had left. We then went to the merch thing again. So I think Shan and Lucy genuinely spent about an hour at merch stall because they went back and then waited for Neeyuv and Franti again for that. So we were just there for like hour to an hour and a half. We met Meg and went in. So that was lovely. Meg was lovely. We'd also, before going to the merch stall, I think that's where we met Anthony, but I didn't know what Anthony looked like because the only characteristic I'd been told about him was that he was short. So when this tall guy walked towards me waving, I was like, I was like, who? But also at the exact same time, I was trying to steal a table from someone because people needed to eat. So I was like, I was literally going up to like a table over here, being like, "Hey, sorry, can we steal these tables?" But he's like waving, coming up to me like here, and I'm like, sorry? I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I look like such a cunt. But I was like, I'm sorry. I need to sit down. I've literally got like a poke bowl in my hands, being like, I just want to eat my tuna. Please let me eat. But he was lovely. And then that's where we gathered back up with some people before going to the merch stand. And then we went to Artist Alley. Did you get anything from the Artist Alley or the merch stall?
I'm gonna run get it. Give me 2
Yes.
seconds.
I know
Continue.
Franti got a t-shirt from the merch stall and you got everyone to sign it. Has
Yes.
the marker stayed on? Have you washed it?
Yes. Yes.
Has
I've
it?
washed it once and it stayed on.
Yes.
It's like obviously a little bit faint, but you can still tell. So that's
I'm
really
glad.
nice.
Absolutely. If you ever come over, I'll give you one of my fabric markers and we'll paint them back in.
Oh please. I got the thing is, first I had like a grey Sharpie because we couldn't get a black one, and then I got like 2 or 3 people to sign with the grey one, and then it was so faint you couldn't even see it. So then Neeyuv gave me a black Sharpie, and then I got Bob to sign over all of the signatures. Be like, can you trace them?
One day when any of us are famous, we're going to be like, that's fraudulent. Bob done it. It's not us. Yeah, because the Sharpies I brought, which I didn't even bring to TwitchCon, which was the entire reason of having them. Anyway, I have lost my black Sharpie, the only good Sharpie. I've lost it. I have no idea where it is.
Never mind.
But I brought a grey one, a purple one, and something else. Don't know why. I didn't use them once. Did you buy anything from the Artist Alley, Franti?
No, I haven't been to the Artist.
Oh, you didn't go to the Artist Alley. He's checked in, checked out.
Yeah, it was
Pretty
too many
much.
people.
It was really busy, actually.
Yeah.
I remember
It was
seeing
too bad
the
when I was there, but
Hmm?
the Artist Alley wasn't too bad when I was there. But then again, I did sleep most of the days. I was like, nice.
Nice.
Night.
Yeah, I think I know the Blood Hunter stall was like queued halfway through the arena and stuff. Like it was so busy in that main hall, and there definitely was not enough seating for people to eat anyway. Like if there's things that people, what is that?
Oh,
Little Junimos!
little Junimos. from
That's
Stardew.
so cute. I never seen
But,
that
yeah.
one.
I got them, and I also got a tote bag. I'm not sure where the tote bag is. But it was very cute. What is this? This is from a different day. But yeah, I got my little stickers, and I got my tote bag. I don't know what the location of the tote bag. I went into the other room to go find these, and turns out they were literally right next to me. So I'm not the best at keeping location of things, but yeah, it was very cute, very cute.
The things I got was I went with Lucy, Shan, and I think Laws and Cam round the Artist Alley. And I got my favourite possession, which is People Japan.
Oh, it's so good.
Is the best little people. And I was like, if anything, I'm putting that on my wall. Like, that is my favourite one by far. And then otherwise,
It's so cute, isn't it?
I got a badge that says graphic design is my passion on it. That's holographic. And I got a bunch of stickers, which I have beside me as well.
Yeah.
Which I literally showed Neef this the other day on my fucking badge sticker collection. But where is it?
I'm trying to think if I can stick these stickers, because I don't want to put them on my PC, because if I want to sell it someday, they'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? Stickers everywhere, but I want to put my Junimo ones everywhere, because they're really cute.
I always stick my stuff to the... Well, I'm not too sure where I actually stick mine. I normally stick them to like diaries and stuff. Why can't I find my stickers? That's not great. Who am I and where have I put them? Oh, found them. It was literally the first image that I picked up. A twat. I got an extra little freebie calcifer.
Cute!
A little Nintendo Switch with Pokemon on it. And another little Studio Ghibli sticker. And then the rest I have used and they're on books and I am not calling them out. But that was the best ones by far. I know that there was a handmade people you could order and adopt from the Artist Alley. It was €69 that you could adopt a people.
Oh.
the face of, I'm glad that there's so much people merch, because obviously go with Shan, every time we seen a people, it just looked like she was going to start bawling her eyes out with how cute they were. I'm pretty sure Shan got a badge and maybe some stickers as well, and a cat paw print, which was cute. After that, we chilled on those beanbags, which is the top image, for like, honestly, 30 minutes. I was vibing. I was vibing, and I had an alarm set on my phone for when we were to go to the Pokemon part, so that we could pre-queue for the queue to see Pokemon, because we were so stressed that we would miss it.
Yeah, it was. We were like,
it was stressful.
Her Tash was about to like.
I started crying.
Well, to get to the front of that queue.
May I also add that when Effie decided to come back to TwitchCon, I was currently standing in front of Foosley. Foosley is like an arm's length in front of me. I'm waiting to get a sign. Effie calls and I go, Effie, I'm so sorry, I'm in front of Foosley. And Foosley turns around and goes, what? And I'm like, my pal's just coming back. Like, I can't get her. Like, I want to meet you. And she's like, it's okay, I'll see you next. I'm like, thank you, Effie. You've jumped the queue for me. Like, it's absolutely solid.
Thank you so much for being riddled with ADHD so that I can have this opportunity. Thank you for this.
Thank you.
Thank you for having this disorder. I appreciate it.
And there was a guy in the queue for it as well that was Scottish, and he was like, oh, do you watch some... I can't remember the guy now. But I was like, Effie talks about that streamer, and I've forgotten all about it. So... But yeah, it was like a guy that was Scottish, and no, it wasn't Lemmy. He was like, he did watch Lemmy though. He's in some of Lemmy's streams, but he was just like, oh, I watched this guy that was like kind of niche, and I was like, I'm sure Effie's mentioned him before, so you might know this guy. I'll send over a picture of someone's thingy, but he was lovely anyway. But he was standing beside Fizzly as well, and he went, Scottish, and I went, Scottish. And then we nodded, took a picture of each other's things, and left. But yeah, then we decided to pre-queue for the Pokemon. The Pokemon was like the last row, and there was a group of people already standing outside of it. So me being a Pokemon diehard fan and also a mother to 4 children beside me, I was like, I need to ask which queue, because I know Hassan's over there because he'd already put out his plaque. But then they put out his plaque and turned it around, and I was like, right, they're not going to give us notice about where Pokemon is. Pokemon's too big to give notice. Like,
yeah. So
I go up to this like wee guy. And he's like, I just asked him, I was like, do you know where Pokemon might be? And he was like, Q9. And I went, so we started shuffling over to Q9. I had to stay behind this like one row. Then they opened it, and genuinely people ran. Like, people sprinted for it. And then when I like...
No. Tash literally grabbed my wrist and went... And I was like, oh, fuck, right, we're going. And then I grabbed Lucy's wrist, and then I think Lucy proceeded to grab Adam's wrist. And then I just went, right.
Yeah.
It all happened so fast.
So fast.
I thought there was an earthquake. I was like, why are we running?
But then I got like, they basically looked at like the kind of corner bit as I was going through and were like, right, everyone stop running. So I had to stop as everyone else kept moving, and I was like, I've gotten separated from my group, guys, I'm sorry. Like, shuffling through the crew, like, please, let me back. Where we proceeded to meet... No, we met a guy beforehand that, like, just got a random person's ticket the day of.
Yeah,
he was good vibes, though.
Let's meet Pokemon.
Yeah, he was like, I'm just cute. Fuck it. I was like, alright. He was like, he had a massive backpack. He was borrowing Adam's charger. He was chill. He was good vibes. But he was like, the way he was speaking about Pokemon was as if it was a documentary. He was like, I wonder what's philosophical question I could ask her to, like... gauge it, whereas you get 10 seconds to hug, sign a card, take a picture and go. And he's like, I wonder what question I can ask. He literally goes up, hugs her, and then everyone's like, excuse me. And he's like, I didn't ask her anything. I'm like...
And then Adam was like trying to find out the best way to get her to wear his fucking hat.
Oh my god.
I forgot that.
I fucking love that man.
Oh, such an idiot.
I love Adam.
No, he got too scared to ask.
I mean, if I was Pokemon with her amazingly styled hair, I would not put on anyone's hat. Her hair was flawless.
No offense to Adam, but I'd be like, get the fuck. You creepy wee guy.
No, I just think, like, her outfit, her hair was so flawless, and, like, I could never ask her to put on anything. I literally was just like, whatever.
She was definitely lying to me when she told me she looked cute. I look cute. I was like, no, are you joking? I look like a sweaty, neurodivergent mess. I was like, I was like, bestie, I've just had a nap.
I was so bright red. Like, if you look at my chest, I was sweat crying. I was like, I'm fucking flushed as fuck. I've never been this close to someone that's genuinely gorgeous and like never have a chance with my life. Like, I can't even fathom her level of gorgeousness. So I was like me in the queue, Effie and Lucy looking at me going like, are you alright? And me being like,
what the fuck?
I was actually shaking in the queue. But I went up first and she dragged me up to her camera. And then when I was going away, she was like, I always have time for cute girlies. As my pals went up, like as Effie and Lucy went up, and I was like, she called us cute. We have a chance, guys. We have a chance.
It was the best thing ever.
This is it. I was like, this is it. We can get in here. But obviously not. But maybe. Maybe.
Ayo.
She does have my Instagram.
Ayo.
She could call me back.
Yeah, she could. Please call me back.
Please call me back.
Please.
Then on the night out, Effie and Lucy had a drinking situation to go to. Would you like to clue us in on that one?
Well, Lucy got invited to this company's free bar. It was an AI company that made gaming kind of AI for FPS games. So, and Lucy was allowed to bring a +1, so she thought, let's think about who in the group likes drinking. Obviously, if anybody has seen my drunk streams, you know that I like to drink. So Lucy's like, Effie, perfect person. Which in fact was not the perfect person to take with her because we ended up blackout drunk. We went to a bar in Amsterdam city centre. It was a free bar, so if nobody knows what a free bar entails, you do not have to pay a penny for anything. All of it's prepaid. So me and Lucy took full advantage. We started off, we were like, oh, what will we have? Like being all demure and cute. We were like, oh, the guy was making mojitos and he was like, would you like a mojito? And we were like, yeah, we'll have a mojito. And we were sitting drinking some mojitos and they were like, you know what, let's have some gin. Let's chill for a bit. About 4 gins later, we were like, right, Prosecco, up to the bar. Can I have 2 glasses of Prosecco and 2 shots of vodka, please? And then shots were happening, mixing drinks. And then the genuine next thing I remember, me and Lucy managed to locate all the gays in the room as well and pull them into the one circle. We were like, right, we found a bisexual, we found a pansexual. We were like, right, come on, you guys, we've got to mingle. Then we were like, right, we should probably leave. That's when things started to get really blurry.
Yeah.
Because I don't know where we went, right? I don't know how anything was happening. And suddenly Bob just showed up.
Yeah. I'm so glad for Bob.
We turned around and we were like, Bob? What are you doing here? Bob was like,
the image of you and Lucy with Bob is baffling to me. Like, it's just
that
you, like,
man.
you're confused, but you're the one taking it. Lucy is crisp, clear, and Bob is just sad. Bob is just so confused to be there.
Don't know how he found us, still don't know how he found us.
You don't know?
No, how did he find us?
No, even
Me
Bob
and
was
Sean
like...
were messaging Lucy on my WhatsApp and we were like, go on Snapchat right now just for a second so we can see your location. And Lucy was like, okay. And then I screenshotted your location and Bob was like, I'm off.
Not
I
this.
thought it was Snap Maps. I did think it was Snap Maps. But, like, yeah, we were absolutely gone. And then we were like, right, they told us that we're going to a gay club, so let's go to the gay club.
Yep.
But before we did that, Bob had the task of getting us there, which was difficult enough because at every lamppost we decided that we needed to pretend that we're strippers on it.
Yep.
Every single lamppost in Amsterdam got rubbed on by me and Lucy.
I just love the passerbyers in the background of the videos being like, yeah, this is fine. This is okay.
Funny. It is so funny. And then we eventually got to where we were meant to be.
You got dropped off with Tash. That's
The
what
first thing I
happened.
remember, the only thing I remember is seeing Tash and going, no! Like, and just running to you, going into this club. Don't know why they let us in.
Oh,
Like,
I know, they should never have. I
they were
don't know how
gone,
either.
Gone. Like, I barely remember this club, like, at all. I remember going in, Shan buying us drinks, and then me immediately dropping them.
Yep. Yep.
And I also remember scaling the, like, seats, the bars. Do you remember this task?
Yes. Yes.
I just know that it happened. I don't have a memory of it.
There's a lot to clue everyone in on what happened on that night. It was only me, Shan, Laws, Anton, and Cam went to the karaoke bar. Before that, we went to a dirty vegan food bar, and we were like, oh, maybe Effie and Lucy will be getting food there. We just assumed you would get food. Probably not, considering how much alcohol you drank and you did not sober up quickly. And then, so it was me, Neeyuv, and Franti went later on. I did Neeyuv and Franti's makeup, which was fun. Fun little girl time in the room. And then we arrived later, because personally I wasn't really caring about food at that point. I was just like, I'm vibing. We're vibing. I'm chilling. We arrived, we got 2 big tables out front. The staff were really lovely there as well. Like, they didn't have to make 2 big tables for us, but they did. Laws started streaming the time there. And
This was me and you smoking a joint in the back.
Yeah, and Shan dazed. Which leads us on to this video here of the tables just being like, Shan is just sitting in the background just doing nothing.
Shut up. It's just...
And then this was the first original B-reel that was taken that was blurry as hell in this corner.
Stop it.
And this top image is Effie in the club.
Oh god.
And
Oh
then
my
this
God.
is the karaoke bar we were in. But yeah, it was ABBA for about 20 minutes. Solid. Class.
Was that the one that I eventually got to? No?
Yeah, that was...
Okay.
So Effie and Lucy got dropped off with me. Bob looked sad. Like, so sad to be, first of all, in that position. He was one of them on each side of Bob. And he's like, they want to dance. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean, Bob? I can't be responsible for this. And I'm like, right, like, what have you gathered? Because the last thing we heard, we couldn't get in contact with any of them. We had no idea where they were. Like, how am I meant to do this? So I take them in to dance. Effie immediately drops 2 drinks on the dance floor. There's a 40-year-old woman trying desperately to pull Effie, and every time she comes up to her, Effie's like, what? No. Like, just, like, blatant silence, like, stunning silence.
No.
And then...
I was like, no, I don't want that.
But like, it was just like, no, what? Yeah? Like, walking away. After that, it was, there was a woman doing salsa with another stranger. Like, they hadn't met each other before that point. And Effie proceeds to try and attempt to do it with them.
Why is this the first time I'm hearing this?
Lucy decides...
I was doing salsa in this karaoke bar. But I didn't realise it was a karaoke bar until tonight.
Yeah.
I thought it was a gay club.
Well, it was a gay street, but it was karaoke and disco music, so...
Well, fair enough.
Other than that, Lucy decides that 2 stools would be great to climb on, like a ladder, to get up to a bar situation, and then you swiftly join her up on a bar. Just sitting up at, like, you know how, like, side bars will have, like, a ledge that's high, pretty high? They climb on a bar stool to get up on it. Lucy tips a bar stool entirely over, so, like, stressed. And then at one point, I think one of you tries to slut drop and is on the floor. I don't remember which one, but one of you was lying on the floor for a normal amount of time. The night starts to come to an end when Lucy needed to pee, but you have to pay to pee in that place. Don't know. So I give Lucy 50 cents or 50 euro, 50 pence euro, whatever that equivalent is.
Cents.
50 cents.
Yeah.
And I give her it and she goes, thank you so much for this. Like, as if I'd done her like a godsend for giving her 50 cents. I'm like, no, it's fine. Like, do you want me to tell you where it is? She's like, no. She goes missing. She's gone.
Yeah.
Gone for genuinely 40 minutes. So me and Shan, being the sober people we are, we both take off in each side of the directions of the street. Effie at that point is with Laws, and I think Adam is making their way to the place, with G and maybe just Adam, but Ollie is also making his way to the place. Anyway, we lost Lucy for a good portion of time, but she was just so blackout that she couldn't sense where things were, which was fine. But I ran down the long street, and Shan takes the short street, and we both look at each other and go, she wouldn't go past a queue behind, like, 2 bushes. Like, it's not even that far away from where the club is, but we just assumed she wouldn't take that street down there, because it's, like, so out of the way. So we both run down each street twice. Shan ends up finding her. Shan is, like, cuddling Lucy, which is, like, the cutest image that I've got from the holiday. Lucy's just profusely apologising, and I'm like, no, you're fine, babes. Like, don't even worry about it. And then, at that point, I'd already called Ollie, being like, Lucy started to head to you guys, like, because... Like, Ollie is on Lucy... well, before Lucy went for the toilet, Ollie was on Lucy's Snapchat being like, is Lucy there? And me being like, this is Tash. Like, on Lucy's Snapchat being like, what do you need? So I thought maybe she would. Ollie, like, gets to the club, and I'm like, Ollie, take Effie home. She's tired, please. Like, at that point, like, people are like, oh, like, Effie's, like, not dancing anymore. I'm like, she's danced out. Take her home. It's bedtime. Put her to bed. Like, it's fine.
Done.
And then Ollie's like, oh, should we take them both home together? I'm like, I feel like if one of them sees each other, it's going to start again. And I can't have it. It's bedtime. We're done.
Keep them away from each other.
Yeah.
And then they're going to be like, what?
Yeah. So I was like, Ollie, you get Effie home. I'll get Lucy home. So don't worry about it. So we walk to a bridge and we get Lucy home from the bridge. By the time I get home, Effie is tucked in bed by Ollie with a full cup of water beside her and a paracetamol pack. God send that Ollie is. And then, as soon as we get in, Effie just stretches her leg out the cover and is this close to kicking the full cup of water over. Like, it's not even near where her foot was. And I'm like, okay, we're going to tuck you back in. Good night, everyone. I clear Lucy's bed of all the knickknacks that Lucy has obtained on her bed. And I'm like, I clear my bed, and I'm like, I'm expecting myself to just climb up into Lucy's bed, swap beds for the night, because she's can't get up that ladder. I don't expect her to. Lucy looks at me dead in the eyes and goes, I want to sleep in the bed. So she climbs up the full ladder. And I'm like, right, okay, here's the cup. Drink some of this. Here's 2 paracetamol. Please take it. God. And I go to bed. And then I think Franti we meet Neeyuv. I swapped jackets with Neeyuv at some point in the night, but I don't remember the exact course of it.
Can't remember.
No.
I'm gone.
I think we got home like around about the same time, or like within the time anyway. So I swapped jackets.
Coming in and you were getting a drink, weren't you, from the machine?
Yes! Yeah, I forgot I went down to get a drink. I was dying. I was like, maybe if I leave them in silence, they'll go to sleep whilst I'm out of the room. So I went down and got a drink. Found Neeyuv and Bob, and I was like, oh, we should swap jackets because I know we're not doing the same things in the morning, so I don't have to go in. And apparently Bob was like trying to get Neeyuv to bed, just like trying to get you to bed the entire time. But yeah, that was a wild ride. Thank God for Ollie getting Effie home. And we also met Dodds and G on the way back home when we were walking to the taxi. They gave us all a hug. Yeah. So
yeah.
Absolute angels.
Dodds and G went in the karaoke bar with me at one point.
Yeah, they I think they came in with Adam. But I don't know where they were before it.
With Adam as well.
So, unsure. How was your 2 nights in the quieter camera place?
It was chill. We witnessed a proposal in the bar.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh,
Yeah,
that is
that's
cute. That's
But
really sweet,
I
actually.
didn't get up to that much. It wasn't as eventful as your night.
Just I would say eventful. I would say chaotic.
I would say stressful for me personally. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember sitting in that bar where we went separate ways. You guys went to that karaoke place, and it was Neeyuv, Adam, Dots, G, Egg, and me. We were all heading. Ollie too? Did
Yeah,
he
Ollie
head
headed
over?
to ours about an hour
Oh
later.
yeah, true. But then he left us earlier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we went to this like other bar not too far from there. And I remember sitting there getting my first drink, and then I get a call from Bob, and I'm like, what's happening? Why is he calling me? And then I try to pick up the call and like hear what he's saying because this place was still so fucking loud. And I'm like, Bob, what's up? And he's like, I found them. I was like, who did you find? He's like, I found Lucy and Effie. What do I do with them? He was so lost. He was like, I found them, but I don't know what to do with them. It's like, try to get them home. They need sleep. They've had enough.
They've had enough.
And then he was like, I don't think they want to. And I was like, let me talk to them. And he was like, okay, who do you want to talk to? I was like, give me the more reasonable one. And he's like, so who do you want to talk to? And I was like, give me Lucy, please. Turns out Lucy doesn't even remember the phone call the next day.
Yeah.
No.
She was like, oh, you called me? And I was like, yes, I talked to you.
Oh no.
That was so insane. And then at some point we left, and most of us, not all of us, but most of us headed to Dots and G's place because there was a bar underneath that place.
They had pretty cheap drinks in there.
Yeah, they did. It was great. And then I think Dots gave me his key card to get in if it was already closed. And then it wasn't. I wouldn't have needed it. But then I was stuck with his key card trying to give it back to him. And then at some point we were like, oh, let's go home. And Adam, Dots, and G were on their way home, like to that bar too. And then we waited for them to give the key card back and like to meet up with them. And then finally, after I think Egg left us at that point, Bob and Neeyuv, you were like, oh, we're gonna get an Uber. We're not risking it with anything. And then Adam, Dots, and G arrive, and they're like, oh, let's go for another drink. Neef was like, nah, fuck off. Because the drinks they made in that bar was so fucking strong. It was unbelievable.
That barman was a bit sus.
Yeah, he was like, I was like,
I
oh,
think
can
he
I get
fancied
some?
you.
Oh, fuck off. He was so weird. I was like,
Just
oh, can I
fly
get
the lesbian
some?
flag. Like, sorry. You're shooting in the wrong basket, kiddo.
I asked him for some rum and coke, and he was like, oh, 1 shot or 2 shots of rum? I was like, oh, 1 shot's enough. Don't worry about it. I had some drinks. Like, 1 shot's enough. He was like, oh, come on. It's Saturday. Have 2 shots. I was like, okay.
No, he was saying,
to.
he was like, do you want a double or a single? And you were like, a single. And he's like, a double's the same price. And you were like, a single. And he was like, it's the same price as a double. Trying to get her to have a double. And I was like, back off.
I
took the double.
Lucy weren't there because we would have been like, we'll have 5 doubles.
Yes, and then Adam walks up to me. He's like, let's have 1 more drink and then head home. And I was like, you silly motherfucker, I'm in. Thank fuck they didn't sell drinks at that time anymore. They were like, no, Bosch closed. Sorry, guys. So we couldn't get any other drinks.
Adam were the last ones to get home, weren't you?
Yes, because we walked home because I was like, I have social anxiety. There's no way I'm taking a taxi.
Valid.
Also, I think walking home will sober me up. So that's a great idea. And Adam was like, I'm not leaving you like to walk through all of Amsterdam 15 minutes by yourself. And I was like, okay.
That's very fair. That was very nice of him.
Yeah, it was a really nice walk. We chatted a bit. It was nice.
Cute.
That is very sweet. Well, after that, we all went to sleep. we all woke up. A bunch of people had very bad hangovers. Lucy was like, oh, I'm so dehydrated. I didn't drink anything. I was like, Lucy, I made you chug a liter. Like, do you not remember me forcing it down your throat? And she's like, no. I'm like, okay, well, I did. But we then had Tourist Part 2, which was mostly me giggling with Shan in a museum.
That threw me off guard.
Some people went to the cat museum. Some people went to the art museum. Some people went to Van Gogh. There's a bunch of different things that happened. And then this is the canal boat ride at the end of the night. This was the very cursed photo of me that Shan took in the corner, which I then looked at later and went, "That's a great angle, Shan." And we went back and got 4 more because I wanted cute ones. But yeah, it was me and Shan in a optical illusions room, and we were just playing with bubbles. We were just looking at the room walls, looking at mirrors. We got like selfies on the floor, like just looking at shit. There's also an Elmo toy chair made out of Elmos that we wanted to buy. That was the first part until we got to what's it called? Hard Rock Cafe. Effie, you got gyozas. You patched the morning of museum.
Yep.
You
I
needed
was
the
like,
gyozas, to be fair. You needed
I
them.
was like, it wasn't even like hungover. It was like deceased at that point. I was like, no. This is when I realised, because Lucy started slowly getting better throughout the day and I was getting worse.
You were
This is when I
deteriorating.
realised that I have now hit the age of 25 and I cannot do this anymore. Like, I need to not drink on an empty stomach.
You've hit your
not
limit.
Mix my drinks.
Yeah,
Like,
baby.
that was like, to be fair, it was the first time in a very, very long time I had gotten that drunk. So
That's fair.
for me, that's good. And by the way, Ollie, Gub said, or somebody said, I'm surprised they didn't get alcohol poisoning. I've been doing this since I was 14. I'm an expert at it now.
That's fair. Surprised Lucy didn't get alcohol poisoning.
I think because we're both lightweights and we're both so small. Like when we're that bad, you see, if Adam had drank the same amount of us as us, he would have been fine. Like, you know what I mean? I think it was just because we're lightweights and like we could have, and the way I drink as well. If I have like, I could drink and sit and drink like 7 or 8 drinks and not feel anything, and then it all hits me at once.
I think it definitely didn't help that you didn't have food either.
Oh, we
sure.
we didn't eat a thing. There was like bitey
Nibbles.
bits, but we didn't touch any of it.
Yeah.
Not a bit.
But I just, it was mental. I think you definitely needed it. I know you did you go for a second nap or just to like chill and change shoes?
Oh no, I napped.
You napped. And then you came back
Before
for
coming
Hard
to
Rock Cafe.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fair. I did Van Gogh with Franti, speedrun it. We were just vibing, running through it. We were like, oh, we've seen it all in pictures. We're fine. We just need to see the things again. We'll go around. There was a weird corner where they were playing like chill music. I don't know. That was one thing I vividly remember. And then we sat in the grass and waited for everyone else to finish afterwards, which was chill. Very good vibes.
And we were trying to figure out how many people were actually coming to the Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah, I was like, we're missing a person. We've lost it. I've lost a person. It turns out we're all fine. I was just including original numbers, and I forgot that 2 extra people got added, and then 1 extra person, and then 2 fell out of it, and I was like, the stress of math. I was like, me and Franti literally sat with all of our fingers out going, who is at the tables, Franti? Like this. Like, please. But yeah, I enjoyed it. What were you doing? Did you go to the art museum before it? What was your before Van Gogh?
Me?
Yeah.
I went to have a pretty late breakfast with Neeyuv, Adam, Bob, and Neg.
Cute. Then Neep went to the cat museum afterwards. Yeah.
It was me, Egg, Shan, and Bob. And that was really fun. There was like cats just everywhere.
It looked great.
Yeah.
We wanted to do it on Monday, but it was closed. Apparently Monday's one of his days off. And we're like,
oh my god.
Yeah.
Didn't get my cat fix.
I know. I was sad. I wanted to see all the cat stuff. It looked like such a good museum.
Really
I mean, it looks like a great museum from the image that was supplied by me. Oh. But yeah, then after that, we went on the canal boat ride.
Yeah,
which was final sayonara for everyone. Because I know
fun.
Bob was leaving after it. Which was sad.
My hero.
I love him. He literally saved your life. I don't know where you would be if you didn't have Bob.
Oh, if Bob didn't come pick us up, he would be in a canal. We
That is
would have been
max.
like, right, we're going for a swim then, yeah?
I literally made a joke about that to Shan, and then Lucy went missing, and then I was like,
Yeah.
oh no, I've cursed everyone. Fuck me. But we were chilling on the canal ride. Our table was Franti, Neeyuv, Ollie, Egg, and me. And then you were sat with Lucy, Shan, Adam, Anton, and Bob. I don't think I've missed anyone there. I think that's everyone.
Oh,
I was just vibing, chilling. Apparently I've looked as peaceful as I've ever looked on that ride because I'd finished all of my tasks. And I was just chilling, and Eve was like, you look so at peace. And I was like, yeah, I've achieved everything. I'm done. I'm checked out.
There's a low chance of someone going missing on a boat.
Yeah, I was like, this is my only peacetime. I've got an hour. I've got an hour of this. I've got an hour of slow waves and vibes.
I'm fine.
But it was really good. I really like the canal boat rides. Every time I go, I just love them. I think they're just really calm and chilling. And then I think we got back. We all went back to the hotel for Bob. And then me and Effie just stayed. I think that's the same night.
Yeah,
just chilled.
I was not like
Yeah.
Lucy at that point. This is like, even though we only have 3 years age difference between us, it showed that night because I was like, I can't. I got into bed and I was like, I'm not moving again. I can't do it. I was like, Lucy was like, no, I'll go back out again. I was like, no. I was like, I'm done. I'm clocking out. I'm finished.
I was like, I've been at peace and I don't want to go back. I'm fine. I just want to go to bed maybe early. Also, I had so much shit to clean up. I was such a bad person. Everything was all over the floor, but it was in piles, ADHD piles. You know how it be.
Yeah.
You know where they are, and if I moved them, they weren't going to be there anymore. So it was like, I had to stay. So I cleaned up a bit and like got rid of all the plug sockets. But other than that, I think I shoved on the Dutch version of like Love at First Sight or something. I don't know. And we watched it, and then Effie passed out, and I was like, I'm still really infatuated for this, so I just kept watching it until I passed out. What did you guys do on your outing after the outings?
Red light district.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was yeah.
You want to tell us about his knee?
Okay. Brandy, you didn't go in, did you?
No, I didn't.
No. So me,
It was
Shan,
Shan, Lucy, and you.
Lucy, and Adam went to a peep
I'm
show. So it was €2, and you went in like this little box, and you closed the door, put the €2 in, and like there was like a screen, and it was like frosted, and you put the money in, and then it cleaned up, and there was just a lady there, you know, naked, doing her thing, and I was like, there's an actual vagina in front of me right now.
I just went to an actual peep show.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's that cheap.
Yeah, I was like, bestie, like €2, and I've seen everything. Everything for €2. It was ridiculous.
Jesus.
That is
Oh
mental.
my god.
God, Neve's first vagina.
Queen's got
It
camera.
was. I was so shocked, and Shan and Lucy were just pissing themselves. Like, I was like, oh my god.
That's wild. I knew you guys were going back to the like district, but I was like, I don't know if they'll go see a peep show. And then everyone's faces in the morning, I was like, someone's seen something they shouldn't have.
Somebody's seen like, yeah, there's been labia in those eyeballs. Like, I don't know what's going on.
I just can't believe it's €2. €2 seems way too cheap for that sort of service. I don't know. I mean, I guess you're not doing anything with it. It's just out there, I guess.
And then went to a bar, I think.
Yeah.
Did we? Yeah, and just had a drink, and then a little
Off home.
walk back. Yeah. It
Cute.
was nice.
Yeah, you
It was
guys took
great weather as
took
well.
a taxi again.
Did we?
Yeah. Because Adam and I walked home again. I remember that.
Oh, is that the one where? I thought that was the first night.
No,
we
the
waved
second-
out. We waved at you from the. From
No,
the
that
taxi,
was the
didn't we?
second night. We started walking home, and then I think Shan at some point was like, "I'm not walking another meter. Fuck off." And then,
Very sad of her.
yeah. And then you got a taxi, and I was like, I'm not getting on that taxi, fuck off. I'm walking home, and then Adam was like, I'm walking home with you because I'm not letting you walk alone. And I was like, okay, thank you.
Fair.
Shan.
I love Shan, man. I think Shan genuinely had like some of the funniest one-liners of that entire trip. I was actually crying from just like pure sarcasm. I was like, Shan, I can't stand
So
this.
funny. Like, I genuinely think Shan is one of the funniest people on this planet.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But
And
see
if
if
Shan is listening to this right now, I didn't say that. So shut up.
I genuinely think, like, if Shan didn't have people to laugh back, she'd think it's just complete honesty and sarcasm, but it's, like, the funniest thing in the world that's ever been uttered from her mouth.
So good. So good. I love it.
Then we had the last day. I don't know if I have a video on this one. I did not. But yeah, trying to get home, the saga.
Nice to know.
Me, Effie, and Franti dropped Neep off at the station. I think you ended up going with Egg, though, to get food, didn't you? In the end, because you had time.
Well, yeah.
We wanted to walk through like the main square a bit, and then we wanted to originally go to the cat museum, but it was closed, and we only found that out at breakfast. So we decided we were just gonna walk through and see what was happening. We eventually came up to a pigeon situation, which is mentioned in the later slides. But Effie basically was like, I want to hold these pigeons because she's seen a bunch of people holding them. So it was me. I think I took 300 photos of Effie holding pigeons.
It was like 700 photos on my phone. I had to just like mass delete most of them because it was just me hunched on the ground like this, like trying to get a fucking pigeon on my head.
It was so good though. It was like she was trying to just pick them up, like pretend that she had food in her hands to like coax them in, and then some guy gave you food. For them.
This guy just grabbed my hand, shoved a bunch of seeds in it, and then there was a pigeon, and I was like, ah! Like, it just went on to me, and I was like, oh Christ!
I just loved it.
Like, is this how this works?
Honestly, an amazing highlight. I just loved it so much. I love the fear in your eyes, but also like the intent to do it. Like, yeah, I want this pigeon in my hand, but I'm scared of it right now. Like, please.
No, I'm like. It's like I'm not scared of the actual pigeon. I was scared of the diseases it definitely had.
Definitely had.
I was like,
for sure.
I'm getting something.
Yeah, we did that. We then got a Starbucks, and we got a selfie with this fish here on the ceiling. And we went to an old Chinese antique kind of furniture shop, which I was just like, how much can I ship everything over? Because it was gorgeous. And that was at the flower markets. And then there was the gay cactuses, which I loved as well. We then decided to go back and chill because we were like, we're just tired. We're nappy. We just want to go back. We also put our luggage into storage, which involved a Jenga situation. It was me shoving everyone's luggage in a Jenga formation. Effie's, I don't know how, again, Effie, I don't know how you were even allowed in the country. Your suitcase was larger than every single person's hand luggage. I do not know how you were allowed to get away with it.
No, neither did I. I should have been arrested multiple times.
Honestly, yeah. We got it out, we took it out, we went downstairs. I have a cute little photo of Franti sleeping, taking a brisk nap, if you will. And we decided that because everyone was already having troubles with their flights, we were going to go 5 hours early to the airport. And we then found out that Franti was staying in a different section from us, from the airport queue. How quickly did you get through your queue, dear?
It took me like a little bit over an hour, honestly. Because like I don't know, my queue was moving kind of quickly, and those like signs that said like, oh, it's like 45 to 50 minutes from here were actually true. It was actually true. But the line was through the entire upstairs security area, down the stairs, along the fucking wall, and outside. They put up a tent outside so you wouldn't have to stand in the sun too much. And then the entire tent was just filled with people.
It is mental.
It was insane.
Ours was, I'm going to say, just short of 2 hours in queue, I think.
No, we were 2.5.
Well, clearly it doesn't. My brain was going.
Just over 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. So we, you know when you said, oh, I'm 40 minutes away, or like the picture of like 45 to 55 or whatever. We hadn't even went upstairs yet. Which is where we were met with the 1 hour sign. And whilst we were downstairs, there was a few people walking in front of us, like just not queue jumping because they'd asked people, which is fine. But at that point, standing downstairs, we already knew that like people beside us already knew they'd missed their flights, which was just awful. We got upstairs, the like people weren't even letting people like queue jump anymore, which I was like, surely that's costing you guys more money. Like I don't get it, but fine.
Yeah.
You get upstairs, right? And you'd assume it'd just be one queue. Everyone should just be waiting in one queue. Like, why would you even separate the queue, right? Nope. 2 queues meet in the middle for the same bag check area.
Yeah.
Don't understand it. And
It was
then
amazing.
I, not Effie, got flagged at bag search
Yeah.
for Lucy's smuggled bottle of sun cream because I wanted to take it home. So I had smuggled it in, and then I needed a pat down, apparently. A pat down for my suitcase. Don't know.
Yeah.
But I wasn't wearing a bra that day, so the woman fully just cupped a boob. And I was like, I don't know how you're allowed to cup a boob if I had a sun cream in my bag. Like, I don't know how this doesn't make sense here. But we went through, we went and got a Mackey's. Effie gets stopped again at border search, and I wait for her. Again, don't know. And we got a Macca's, sat with Ollie and Lucy. But at that point, Ollie should have already been on his flight, I think, by the time we'd gotten through. So Ollie's defo had the worst travel home by far. But we just sat where the chargers were, and we literally were like, oh, Insta girly things. We're just posting our Instagrams like across from each other. We were doing our social media marketing, it's fine. And charging. We walked to our terminal about 2 hours later, found Anton on the way. So then after you'd already left Franti on your plane and Anton had just met up with us, I was like, oh, we could have all sat together. Fuck. Like, oh god. So we done that. We got on our plane. Nothing bad happened on the plane home, thankfully. And then when we land, border search again. Thankfully they cut up Effie's platform or take it away from her. Thank God.
The guy, bless him, the guy came up to me, only in Glasgow, of course. They were like, he came up to me and he was like, so this passport, he was like, what? Tell me what happened when you like got your new one. And I went, oh, so like I just did what you usually do and just sent the old passport back to them. And he was like, yeah, you've sent the new passport back to them and kept your old one because this has been expired since 2017. And I was like, what? And he was like, I do not know how you got in and out of a different country. But honestly, he's like, I'm more impressed than anything.
Yeah.
Like, thanks, bestie. And he was like, I'm just gonna bin this for you because I mean it worked this time, but I don't think it'll work another time. And I was like, that's fine. And then he was like, right, on you go then. I was like, thank you so much.
Like, the entire way in and out, you're like, oh, it's because I reported my last passport as stolen or whatever. Like, they've got to flag me down. No, it's because probably the machines are seeing the date flag up and being like, bestie, no. Like, you can't get through.
This ain't working right.
So, Andy picks us up, and then Ollie finds out that his flight's cancelled, and I get a call from Ollie, which was just a shame. At that point, I'm angry that, like, how much stuff had happened in that airport that, like, was completely avoidable.
Me and Tash, like, I'm so glad that we at least had the time in this line for security to rant about it, because we were fuming.
I was so angry.
Tash had organised, like, Tash was like, oh, I could run this fucking airport in a second. Tash was like, this is what you need in place, this is how you execute it, and this is how it resolves your issues.
Listen, right, if I can get 11 plus people over to Amsterdam, I could run an airport, and there's no telling me otherwise. Because, honestly, it was like, why would you have 2 queues? First of all, start as the first queue. Separate. Yeah. There's no reason for that. You're just delaying certain people. Again, there was only 4 baggage scan areas open. Like, anyway, I've really ranted about this for 3 hours with Effie. I was like, the only thing grounding Effie right now is me moaning in her ear. Like, just being so angry.
Yeah, insane.
Then we found out that Ollie's flight had been cancelled, but there was space on our flight, so I'm not angry that they couldn't provide a flight. I'm angry they didn't tell him sooner, because then he could have like went up to a desk or anything. Like, he could have went up to our desk and said, do you have a spare seat? I'll take it.
Yeah.
Because Ollie could have
Um,
actual crashed at mine. I would have had no
yeah.
issue with it. Like,
Yeah. Aye, he would have been able to stay with one of us, like, easily.
yeah. And then got like a £10 bus home, but instead he had to pay for a whole new flight. I mean, obviously he got a refund for the first one, I assume. But
Yeah.
still. Then we've
Right,
got, this was everyone's highlights. Check out for
That's
names
true.
there, everyone.
Yeah.
But mine was getting everyone over, meeting everyone and getting Neep over safely. Neep
Yeah.
was stressed at the
You
airport,
were
so
literally
I'm
me
glad.
mum.
I was just like, I'm happy to get her over. Well, I was like, if she comes over to mine and then I lose her in the airport or something, like that looks bad on me. So like, I need her back. Botanics and the butterflies with Franti, just pushing Franti in front of me to protect myself from the butterflies. Meeting Pokemon and Fuzzly, I had a sob. So,
Yeah.
art museum with Shan, just because it was feral, and being at peace at the canal, and then seeing Erin with the pigeons is my little ones. Yeah, Erin's was finally touching down the dam after the fucking bird
Yeah.
fiasco. Tattoo bonding with Ollie and Franters, which was also
Yeah.
Franti's.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cute.
I know.
Oh, you stupid whore.
I love how you used Franters and I used Effers.
Effie's was finally coming back to TwitchCon after having an ADHD stimmy moment and then getting pished at Uncanny with Lucy.
Yeah, that's how I coped with having a shitty day. I was like,
Yeah.
fucking, let's just forget about it.
Hungover gyozas for the Sunday, bringing you back to life, and then the iconic
Lucy was like
bullshit.
the whole day. Lucy was like, oh, I don't mind. I'm like, no, I'm getting a fucking gyoza. I don't care. And Lucy was like, yeah, that's fine. We'll just find anywhere. And I was like, no, we're going in here. Like, now. And Lucy was like, okay, that's fine. I was like, I want it.
It's alright.
I was like, I need to eat.
Franti's was finally finding Shan and Adam in the airport.
It was a fucking treasure hunt. We kept sending pictures back and forth, like, I'm here. Well, we are here. And I'm like, I don't know where that is.
You never get good signal in airports either. It never helps.
Never.
Then going for burgers with Neep and meeting new people on Saturday.
Yeah.
Van Gogh
Those
speedrun
burgers
with
were
me.
immense.
Oh,
Just like running it. Spending more chill time. I put 2 W's in that. With the
Sorry,
Scots.
it's be real time.
Oh shit!
Oh wait, be real! Shit!
Fuck.
Be real now.
Alright, I'm getting on be real. I'm not even lying about it.
We'll do mine later.
Right, everyone smile.
I'm gonna yes.
Peace and pipe, girlies.
There we are. Sorted. Right. But then it was spending more chill time with the Scots and saying goodbye to everyone was Franti's final. And not Shan smiling. And then Nee's was airport with the Scots, then hugging friends. Almost breaking Shan and Bob's hands, squeezing them too hard at Efteling. Going with Franti and Adam to TwitchCon. Cat museum, watching 2 cats argue for 30 minutes. And catching up with Egg before going. I also will say, Neeyuv sent me the cutest little paragraph about chilling with me beforehand. About staying over at mine.
Stop it.
Basically, I made her watch Brave for the first time, and I was translating the really Scottish guy. But also it like makes me sob every time I watch that movie. So like at the end, I was just like,
You were like,
I was like, you asked, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like, yeah,
you can cry, you know.
no, absolutely not.
Never.
And just we pulled up I have a projector in my living room, and we pulled up the red light district and put the little guy down and just walked through the red light district on the projector. But yeah, she's got a big paragraph about it, which I thought was really cute. And then this is our favorite photos that we all submitted. So these are mine. That one's really blurry for some weird reason, but I don't know why. And I really loved taking the really haunted feet pics. I thought they were really funny. I just kept getting people to sit and like ooh feet for the time being. But other than that, it was I just thought these were really cute photos. And then I got everyone to send in their peepos, their favourite peepos, because I thought they were sweet. And then just some quotes from the time. So it was Tash, you look so at peace. And that was Neeyuv on the Cronal Cruise. And then I also got messages pre-holiday to book in doing makeup slots. So I was like, designated makeup bisexual. That was the holiday. I love a wide people happy. That was mine.
Wide people happy.
This was Neev's. Neve's favourite people. I think is it people uwu or people shy?
People shy.
Yeah. And then these were Neve's favourite ones.
No.
And then the times I offered to shove Vaseline up her nose. And I was either 2 or 3. And then Neve's cuteness 10 out of 10. Because the amount of times I just heard people going, Neve's so cute. Like people all around us were like, oh, she's so cute. Not Shan saying she looks horrific.
Shut up!
This is Effie's. So Andy is haunting me the quote of Effie being stranded in Glasgow by a bird flying in the engine.
Did you hear that? Basically, I told them all that you were haunting me, not wanting to go to Amsterdam because I thought they found a bird in the engine.
That was bad.
You're not leaving me.
And then people, I think that's people heart or people love. Can't remember.
Yeah.
It's one of
I
them.
don't have a favourite people. I like all of them, but I like that little one with
like
the
him.
heart.
He's cute.
He is
And
cute.
then Queen of Overpacking them wearing the same black top and skirt because every morning she'd pick it up and go, "Can I wear this again?" I was like, "Yeah, I guess so."
I can wear this again.
Honestly, I could have done a Lucy and come with a backpack because I wore 3 things. Literally 3 things. I'm so annoying.
I think the only person that actually packed for the time was Franti and maybe
Yeah.
Lucy. Lucy, however, did wear the same shorts every single day. I'm more than sure. So like, and then these were Franti's, and then these were Franti's 3 favorites, and then I just wrote AO because that was at least uttered 5 times every single day by Franti.
Hey yo.
You couldn't say one thing without someone saying, "Hey yo."
It was always AO. And then the iconic bum bag that was offered out to a few people on different nights out.
Yeah.
It was what was it? We were putting you in the t-shirt dress thing, and you were like, "Does the bum bag match?" I was like, "Yeah, I guess so." Like, yeah, looks great. I did love your bum bags, and it made me actually want to buy another one. And then here are our favorite person awards. So, what is one person that made your trip meeting? So it can be a celebrity, a friend, or just someone super cool.
So cute. What the fuck?
I know. So, Effie, who was your favorite person meeting or seeing, or just someone that made your trip for one night?
Definitely meeting Franti because I'd been so close to Franti for so long that I was just really excited to give her the biggest cuddle ever.
Fair.
It was
Meep, who's yours?
You're so cute.
I was
I'm gonna say
happy.
Friendly too.
That's a great sound.
I just remember like knocking on like your room and you were there and I was like, oh my god, you're actually real. It was just so nice.
Yeah, everyone was doubting, like, is she real? Can we trust her? Is she actually real? She's the only one coming from Germany. That is suspicious.
It was also wild that yours flight cost more than all of us. You were the closest.
I'm crying.
I'm crying. Mine's Franny's for a later one of mine, but my person that I thought was just really sweet was Ollie meeting.
Oh,
The amount of times he just like offered to do really lovely, like nice things. I was like, that's so Ollie, just to like meet him.
Yeah. No, like, yeah, for me it was that Franti and Ollie because I still hadn't, they were the only 2 that I hadn't met yet, and it was just so nice, and now I just feel like we're even like better pals because of it all, and it's just very cute and wholesome, and it makes me happy.
Yeah.
And I'm getting teary-eyed.
I'm sorry,
Oh
guys.
no,
I should have
not
left this to the
again.
end. Should have left this to the end. I'm sorry, everyone. Fucked up the order.
Keep them in, don't worry.
Not Shan saying no one picked her in the fucking message.
See if I picked Shan, she would have been fuming.
So then
She would have been so mad.
a super sweet act that someone did could be helping you out, caring for others, or just something cute. Just something cute that someone did that like stuck with you for the time being. So Effie, you again?
I choose 2.
Yeah, go for it.
Right, so I'll go for the funny one. I would like to thank Ollie for tucking my boob in multiple times. When I kept flashing the Uber driver.
As you should thank him.
On the phone to Andy, being like, Andy, I am so sorry. I'm going to have to touch her boob to put it back in her top. And then I'm going to have to say Tash because she is one of my best pals and she always looks after me.
Me like this, don't you dare.
I'm already... Here comes a tear.
No, we're not crying yet.
And yeah, I'm just really thankful for everything she does for me. So,
oh, you're so cute.
Yeah.
Not Andy knowing it too. Oh shit.
It's a Pisces moon thing. Don't worry about it.
I know.
I'm a Pisces moon. It's fine. I'm a Pisces sun. I can just become really cold. Watch this.
I cry hard. It'll make good content. Not Shan. Stop.
Oh, fuck me. I have emotion. That's mental.
It's a bit mental, actually.
Crazy.
I was going to say, I'm glad that there's so many of us on this because it makes us smaller on my screen. So if we do cry, it's fine. We're not there.
I'm still slaying.
Neeyuv, who's your super sweet, kind act? You can pick 2 as well. I'm not going
I've got 2.
Yeah.
So the first one is you bandaging my feet.
Aww.
I was in so much pain and you were just so nice and it was just really cute.
Aww.
And then I think my second one is Bob coming with me in the Uber, making sure I didn't die and that I got back to the hostel.
That's very sweet. Bob was so cute.
Bob looking after everyone that night.
Yeah. I spent probably one of the least amount of times with Bob just because we weren't bumping into each other at like the same times as things. But even just the small amount of time that I spent with him, he was so lovely and like genuinely nice. Like it was just like he was like, I'm here to be happy with people. It was just nice to be there, you know? What about you, Franti? Who was a super sweet act someone did?
I don't know, there's so many. Like, I feel like all of you guys gave me so much confidence during the entire trip because I'm not a very like confident person, but all of you were so like positive and so like, but in a way like casual about everything. And I was like, all right, it's good to just be myself, you know, that's enough. And I think that was really sweet. And then, yeah, it's like walking home with Adam was also one of my highlights because like I was down to walk home alone, but he was always like, no, I'm walking you home. Don't even talk about it. And I thought that was so like super cute.
That is super sweet. That was very lovely of him.
I don't know. It was, and Neeyuv putting up with me clinging to her the entire weekend because I'm an anxious person. I need someone to cling to, and like leaving TwitchCon early with me and going for burgers and rather chill out somewhere than being in the crowds. It was really nice.
I think mine was. One very specific moment was Shan cuddled up with Lucy on the side of a pavement when we'd lost her. I just think that was super sweet. It wasn't even for me, but I just thought that was so sweet that Shan was like taking care of Lucy and like rubbing her back and like making sure she was all right. And then probably otherwise it would be whenever probably on 2 notes, Bob and Ollie making sure the gals got home. Obviously, at that point, I didn't know Adam also, but just, like, the guys making sure that everyone got home safe and making sure that, like, no one was kind of left to their own devices. Just all kind of from that night out where, like, we just had to make sure everyone got home safe. So I just thought that was really sweet that, like, not Shan saying, don't find out about me having a heart, but basically just everyone, like, being really nice to, like, one person. Just, like, that was just really nice to see. Like, it's nice to see us all having such a nice group. Like, because there could be a cunt, you know what I mean? Like, we could have one and we wouldn't be able to say shit about it. But, like, everyone's just nice. Like, it was lovely. And then someone you're closer with now than before you left. I'll go first on this one. Mine's is Diefranti. I don't think we spoke more we spoke maybe once in a Discord call prior
Yeah.
to this, and then since I've just been like, oh, Franny's on a call, I'll fucking jump in. Yes. Franny's on Valorant, I'll fucking ask her. Like, I just think it's nice now that like when we're here, I'm like, yeah, like I'll just bug Franny now. I've done it enough, so it's like nice to just be able to like, I guess, pester people more than like before. So I'm gonna say that mine's a Franti from that. But yeah, Effie, you got one?
Something I'm closer with. Probably Ollie, because Ollie looked after me, as we've all said multiple times before. But yeah, I got to spend a lot of time with Ollie on the trip, and it made my heart happy to know that I have made friends with such a sweet, amazing boy.
Yeah, he is so sweet. He is so cute, actually. Whenever he was like trying to dodge out of pictures, I was like, "You get your fucking face in here! I'm taking a picture with you."
Fucking get your name right now.
Right now, you're cute. What about you, Neep? Do you think there's someone closer with than before you left?
Quite a few people, honestly. Definitely Franti. Adam as well. Egg and Ollie too. I mean, everyone who I like shared the room with pretty much. Shan.
Shan.
Me and Shan have always been close.
Yeah.
What about you, Franti? Is there anyone specific? I'm totally not crying.
And you, Tash, as well. Like, our quality time bonding on the Wednesday.
Aww.
I love Neeyuv.
That was such a nice night.
We made pizza. I was like so stressed before grabbing Neeyuv because I was like, what if like I abduct her and then she's like stuck here and I like can't get her, like I can't get her over to Amsterdam. But then also like I was trying to process a mortgage, but then just seeing you, I was like, I'm on holiday. This is holiday time now. I get to chill with the gals. It was really nice.
Cute.
And honestly, the most stressful part about like getting Neeyuv was like not having Neeyuv, but like having to recommend a show to watch. And as soon as she said that she hadn't watched something Scottish, I was like, this is it. This is my time to shine.
Yeah.
But it was so lovely to like chill with Neeyuv. It was really nice. You're welcome anytime, Neeyuv.
Just come over, it's fine.
Honestly. You can sleep in between me and Ross. He won't even mind.
Like a child.
Yeah.
What about you, Franti? Is there anyone you think you're closer with now than when you went?
I feel like I got closer to so many people because I got to spend some alone time with a lot of people. Like when we went for tattoos, I sprinted in front with Effie.
Yeah.
And we got to talk there. And then like
Yeah, you were
obviously
really speedy.
Yeah, we were. I don't know what happened. Yes, and then obviously when I walked home with Adam, we got to chat, and I got closer to him. I got closer to Bob. We actually talk a lot now. It was actually, he said that before. It was so funny because both of us don't have English as our first language. So, but we had to communicate in it because neither of us does speak the other language. So it was like we tried to communicate, and whenever someone like didn't have the word for something, it was like, oh fuck, how do I say this? And then we were like, say it in your language. I'll try to understand. And then I think it was in a tram one time with Neeyuv. I was talking about my school, and then I was like, oh, it's a fuck, what is the word? I still don't know the word. But like, what is the word? And he was like, say it in your language. And I said it in my language. He was like, oh, it's the same for us. Yeah, I know what you mean. I was like, yes, it's great. It's amazing.
That is so
cute. That. And then like Tash with you, of course, because we held hands on the entire like Monday.
Yeah.
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 So I think that was really cute. And then like when I came to the airport, I got to spend some time with Shan and Adam. I remember the first thing literally I said to Shan was like, oh my god, Shan, you're so good at this socializing thing, because she was on her phone scrolling through Twitter. I was like, oh my god, Shan, you're so good at this. And she was like, oh. And I got to walk alone with Lucy too, so I got to bond with her too.
I was it was when Shan came up to Glasgow. Was it April? And Effie went a drive. Oh, a bunch of people went a drive with Effie, and Shan was like, "I'm not gonna go." I was like, "Okay, yeah, like I'm chilling here anyway, like that's fine." Shan just went through and pet Misty for like 20 minutes because she wanted a break, and I was like, "Shan, you're fine, like don't worry about it." She's like, "See if this is what Amsterdam's like. I might just sit in my room for a bit." I was like, "I won't bug you. Like don't worry about it. Like if you need some time, just like stay away from people." And she was like, "Yeah, okay." I was like, "Okay, don't worry, don't worry about it."
Next trip I'll smuggle Misty.
Honestly, I think we can get away with it.
Just for Shan.
Just for Shan. But yeah, I think everyone's just so lovely, and I'm glad that having these conversations makes me want to go to TwitchCon Paris more, but I refuse to speak to the French, and I don't want to do it. I'm not doing it. So maybe we can make like our own TwitchCon somewhere else. Like I don't want to do it.
I want to go to Manchester because I want to go to the gay village there.
There's a gay village in Manchester?
Well, like the gay area of Manchester.
Oh, okay. Maybe we could do that. That'd be fun. Absolutely.
Cute.
Yes, I'm down. Now, dishonorable images.
Oh my gosh.
Which is some cursed images. Honorable mention, I could not find any of the Tash dubs. I could not find me rolled up in my blanket. I have one image screenshot from Lucy, but I couldn't do her any dirtier without having other people in it, so I had to leave it out. I also couldn't find another image, but I've forgotten it and it's off my head. But these are some dishonorable images that I was giggling making this entire thing. So let's go. So this is the first one. Sleep paralysis Tash and Dawson. I think Effie captured this, and then who on Twitter made this image? I don't even remember. But it had to be included. It just had to be.
So funny.
It was so good.
So far.
It was me being like, right, everyone, we're gonna get nice photos beside the lookout. Like we're gonna look so cute, and then I just go. And then that image snapped and immediately uploaded to the internet. So here we are. We have the infamous B-reel.
Oh my god.
Fucking B-reel. Oh,
G's tweet was attached. Not specifically G's tweet, but the picture of Franti's tweet, where it's her being no national girlfriends post for 3 years down the drain, and then this image posted above it. And
so good.
Just Adam and in the background. And it's just there's so many things in this image that makes me so genuinely happy.
Oh my god.
I love it so much.
We've got these. Let's get a silly one. It's like the coolest comes. So I was trying to find these images. One at a time was popping up on my Snapchat, and I was like,
jaw was like, right, I'm going in for a dip in the canal then, right? Later.
I just remember hearing noises behind Franti and Neeyuv and being like, what the fuck's happening? And then these pictures being posted in the chat immediately after, like, what is happening?
I need to swap seats with you so I can get a cute picky. All the photos are awful.
It's so funny. It's so funny though. We've then got the famous Shan pigeon.
Oh my god.
Which was Shan on a date with a pigeon. This is the page that I'm most proud about because personally I've photoshopped that fucking pigeon foot to have a ring on it, and that took me the longest time. But I just thought those images were so funny of Shan with the pigeon. And then we've got the cat museum was closed, so I settled for a pigeon. And it's the picture of not Shan, Effie holding a pigeon.
Oh my god.
The amount of times I had to the amount of images I've downloaded onto my computer of just random shit is mad.
It's the look in its eyes. It looks so like
he's like, I'm just here to eat, man. I don't know, man.
Good god.
And then we have just the last thing, which will be, will you be attending TwitchCon Paris? My answer
Yeah.
personally is no, because I hate the French, and I'll
Well,
stand by
maybe.
that statement. So
I'll have, yeah. I mean, would I like to? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know if I would prefer all of us just to do our own thing
Neeyuv thing.
again.
Yeah.
I think I would probably prefer that because, like, TwitchCon for me wasn't like it was good,
Yeah.
but for me, like, it's probably going to be more of the exact same thing. So I probably
Yeah.
wouldn't do it again. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I would just do it more to like hang out with you guys.
Yeah.
Shan, Glasgow Part 2.
Hey yo, please, fucking let's do it. It's so good.
I was saying to Neeyuv, like, before you popped on, I was like, well, obviously I'll have the new flat. So I was I could have a barbecue in the garden and have everyone
Mhm.
over. Or I was like, I'm probably going to go down to London at some point next year. So we could do like
Yeah.
either a London or a Glasgow, or even like you're saying Manchester. I mean, Manchester's like what, 4 hours on a train? I'll happily do it.
Manchester, I think, is kind of halfway for everybody.
Yeah.
So I think that would be like a good halfway point.
Mm.
Kind of halfway. I love how you said that.
Well, yeah,
Kind of
sorry,
halfway.
Francie. You're never halfway whenever we go. So
We all transfer Franti a fiver. It helps with the travel costs.
Yeah, literally. But yeah.
Yeah. I think, yeah, I'm on the same boat. I was saying, I was like,
LGBTs take polo, take two.
yeah, yeah.
Let's go.
Well, I'm down for polo. But also, if we're here for multiple days, I cannot convince any emos to go to Catty.
Yeah, Tash can take the emos to Cat House, and I'll take the gays to polo.
But yeah, I think it's just, I would go if it just wasn't in Paris. And that's my answer
Yeah.
for it. It's
enough, yeah.
so expensive in the city centre. And like,
yeah, it's
I was-
extortionate.
I
Like
was saying to
Amsterdam's bad enough, but
Yeah.
like,
they were like, they've announced Paris, but they haven't announced the locations. When I typed in like Paris Convention Centre, it's literally in the city centre. Like, it's not even outside of it. So there's defo just expensive like
Hmm.
hotels. But also I just hate the French, and I'll happily stay to some.
yeah, Paris is so much more expensive than Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Like, Amsterdam's really similar to the UK. Like, Amsterdam is like very similar to the UK, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, when you think like
Like-
Amsterdam, like as in like a city centre, like see if you go to like London, Amsterdam's defo like on par with London, but Paris is just like 2 times it. Like, it's just not even
Paris
necessary.
It's mental. Like, it's so,
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy.
I think when I went there last time, like obviously I went to Disneyland Paris, which if I was going to Paris, I'd do Disneyland Paris. But we spent like 450 on just like a 2-bedroom room for 4 days, which is like
Yeah, it's
crazy amounts of money.
crazy.
But yeah, I think that's fair. That I think we all agree that we'll all meet up again next year.
I got my lanyard, so that's all I care about.
Yeah. I have mine with the Pokemon signature.
I know.
I need to get that tattooed on me, but that's neither here nor there. Not for now. Not for now. 110 a night for a couple. Yeah, but it's like between 2 people. That's like crazy.
Yeah.
For 4 days.
It was pretty much that for our whole hostel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
so like
pretty
the
much.
difference is quite a lot.
Yeah, it's mental. Yeah, Ollie's saying I got nothing from Twitch. You did leave your bag behind for good reasons, so that's on you, Bibs. I tried to nick his bag in the end. I went through to Neev's room to like see, like grab Neev, and like obviously because we were leaving, and I was like, "Why is it Ollie left that?" Picked up, immediate smell of weed smacks me in the face, and I'm like, "Holy shit! Put that back! I will not be swiping shit from
Yeah.
that man. I'm leaving it." So.
God.
I can't even. But no, to be fair, I think the bags, I was expecting more of like a backpack or tote bag situation than like a
Yeah.
small circular situation. I don't know what I was expecting. Also, we turned up on the day early and we didn't even get the water bottles. They'd sold out by that time. Sad about it.
I know, fuming. I want a fucking water bottle.
Yeah. The water. To be fair, I sent one person with the water bottle on at the airport. On the way back, it was a small water bottle, so I was like, I'm not even fussed. I'm not even fussed about it. Yeah. Other than that, thank you everyone for coming. That's we done. That's me
Thanks,
done.
everybody.
I love my PowerPoint skills. That's it. We're rounded down.
Amazing.
Should have saved the sad ones for the end, but besides that, we leave it be. But yeah, it was just really fun meeting everyone, I think. It was good. It was a good time.
It was.
I think we all like immediately got home and were just sad that we were home.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I
was
mean,
like-
for the first 10 hours, I was glad I'm home in my own bed in
Yeah.
a quiet room. I was like, this is
Yeah.
heaven right now.
Yeah, I think I was the same. Like, I think because obviously at TwitchCon I got so like overstimulated. I don't think I got properly back to a normal level the whole trip. Although I was fine. So I think although I like it was literally one of the best trips ever, I was like, now I need a week off just to like recuperate.
Yeah.
Because I did so much and I didn't really chill, if you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
but it really was like so good.
the photo.
Photos, yes! Surprise photos! Oh my god, right. Neeyuv, do you wish to do the honours since you reminded me?
Okay, wait, what do I do?
Right, so we're all going to stream our favourite photos or our surprise favourite photos of
Wait,
what we
what?
had.
Do I have
Remember
one?
I said there's a fourth favourite photo you guys have?
Okay. I don't know if I have
Right,
it on
Effie's
the
last
computer.
then.
I have one. I have
Yeah,
one. I have
Let
one.
me
But yeah, so Neep, you can go first. Stream your favourite photo.
wait.
Oh, Neep! You're so fucking cute!
Look!
Oh,
I love it.
I love Neep. I don't want to cry. It's
So
the
cute.
end. Oh.
Oh,
I'm not crying. I'm absolutely not crying. We're fine. We're chilling.
Wait a
Right.
minute.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I had guilt. I have so much guilt over not taking a picture of Neep. But I did. I took a Polaroid. So if anything, it's capitalized physically. So I'm chilling with it. That reminds me, I need to take a picture of all the Polaroids and send them in the chat. But thank you very much for taking that photo. I just thought it was such a cute photo. I appreciated it very much so.
Very cute.
But yeah, let's see. Franti, do you have a photo to stream?
Yes. Wait,
Right.
let me just pull this up.
I'm very excited.
I need to open it in my browser.
Yeah, me
Wait.
too.
Because I forgot about it. I'm not gonna lie.
I also forgot about it. My brain just went for a minute.
Oh, why is it so big?
Yes,
There we go.
Rach, they are foggy cherry earrings, which I did wear 4 days, I think.
All right. Wait. Let me share this. And yes. So this is one of my favorite pictures.
Hmm.
'Cause there is this trend in our Snapchat group where we all just pop in the corners and we try to get one of these. And when I went through the holiday pictures with other people, I was pulling up this picture and Egg just goes, "Wait, this kind of looks like the Shrek 2 DVD cover." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? This is the Shrek 2 DVD cover."
That's so cute.
No, I'm immediately coming off of this call and photoshopping us into that photo.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Please,
Thank you. That's what I
please.
need for this.
Put the Shrek 2 title on it because
That's-
it's
I'm
so
I'm
good.
going to.
That's so
It's just
funny.
so good.
Ollie,
I
I'm
love
Prince Charming. I think I'm probably Shrek then.
I'm probably fucking Donkey.
That's so
It's
funny.
so funny. It's so good.
Oh, that's such a good one. Effie, have you found one?
Yeah,
Right. Stream it, my love.
I'm streaming it.
Oh, that is a cute
Oh.
one.
It's my favourite one.
They were so
'cause,
cute.
Yeah, I think everyone that was in Glasgow kind of just saw how like scarily easily me and Lucy get on.
Mm.
Like, yeah, she's literally one of my favourite people. So I thought that photo was really cute.
It was very cute. I think there was people out in front of the second Twitch sign taking pictures, and you guys were just in there, and I was like, "Yeah, get your pictures, bibs.
And you're fucking right. We're getting our photos.
work your magic, bibs."
Yeah.
Oh,
That's my
that's so cute, though. Oh,
It was so funny waking up every morning, and then as soon as Effie and Lucy were awake and they saw each other, they immediately start screaming and twerking and dancing, and I'm like, guys, it's like 8 a.m.
I know.
Tash and me just sit in a bed, be like, where are we even? And they're like,
Actual
We're like,
comatose.
it was so
That's
good.
exactly why I made you get 2 separate Ubers home. These are fucked. I was like, I can't do this again.
If we met up again, we would have just went straight back into some
Yeah.
bar.
I was like, I need-
ruined ourselves even more.
I need them to go to bed. I need them now.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Wait, which night was it? I think it was it Friday night? Yeah, it was Friday night, I think, where Effie, you were out longer than the rest of us in our room. Lucy was sleeping already. Tash was also almost sleeping. Neeyuv and me, we were sitting on my bed, just chatting a bit, like very quietly. It was very quiet in that room. It was really chill. And then you come in,
I can't
drunk
even.
as fuck, open the door, you're like, thank fuck you're awake! And we're not. Yeah, now we are.
I
Thank
sat
you,
up and I was like,
Effie. Good morning.
please, don't start. And then Lucy immediately
What I
wakes up.
Yeah, Lucy immediately wakes up, and her first reaction isn't like, "Oh my god, what's happening?" No, it's like, because
Yeah.
she sees Effie, and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Oh my god.
So
Yeah.
it was
That's
funny.
what happens when you put the 2 most annoying people in a room together.
Oh, I can't even. That's just so funny though. Oh, but yeah, thank you everyone. My favorite photos were all the photos posted. I just basically shoved them all. My favorite ones though were my favorite like out there one though. I just really liked the photos of like, you know when you take photos of people when they're eating, but they don't know you're taking a photo of them yet? It's everyone like frozen over. I have like 4 pictures of like, I think, who was I sitting across from? Laws, like going in to get a fork and then going like that, like backwards from it. And I also really liked all the photos of Effie attempting to pick up the bird, but not quite getting it yet.
It's so funny because I'm just like literally hunched over.
Another photo that I was trying to find as well was the photo of me and Effie sleeping with our mouths open, but I couldn't find it, so I had to leave it. That was one of the ones that was going to be in the cursed images folder, but I couldn't find any more. I did happen to find pictures of Lucy with Effie like this, bent over, like with Effie's mouth open, but I couldn't find any other ones.
Oh god.
But yeah. Oh wait, my other favorite one. I forgot. I was actually going to stream this one. Wee. I'll find it. Give me one sec. It's in my Google Photos. Because I didn't add it because I wanted to stream it at the end. My brain goes. You know how it be. Is where is it? What date did we leave on?
18th.
This photo
18th. Yep.
was this photo. This one right here. This one was my favorite. I just like the fact we were holding pinkies.
It was too hot to hold hands fully.
It was too hot to hold hands. I couldn't do it. I was like, I'm sweating, but also like, I want to hold pinkies. That was so cute. And I loved it. I loved it a lot. Thank you, Effie, for capturing that moment.
You're welcome.
But yeah, thank you everyone for coming to the stream, and thank you for streaming with me.
Thank you for inviting us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Kisses. Goodbye, everyone. Bye.
Love you. Bye-bye.